guys? Welcome back to the Lover Girl Hour. This is the first ever virtual episode I've ever done. So my first guests are Johnny Hill and Andre Lacey. Those are my really good friends. I don't know how the camera's gonna pick up on it, but Andre's right here.
Yeah.
I met y'all. I think I was a freshman when I met you guys, and has it been a year since you guys have graduated?
It has.
Yeah. It just
like
became
coming up in May. It's been a full year. So before we get into everything, I want to ask y'all how after grad has been. What's life been like since being out of college?
When?
man. After graduation, huh? So after graduation has been very interesting. I'm currently I'm working in Detroit. I work for Sports Rap Radio in Detroit, and for people who don't know what Sports Rap Radio is, we're all Black African American hosts, talent, and a lot of production. And we're all Black, and that's the first time ever all African Americans have been together and been on the air. And we're very talented. We got Rob Parker working at Fox Sports. We got a lot of guys who is with the owners, and we got BJ Armstrong who played with the Chicago Bulls. He's a part owner of it as well. Sports Rap Radio is really a blessing for me, personally, with being from Mississippi. And before I got to work in Detroit right now, and also while I'm in Detroit, I cover all of the sports teams up here. I cover the Detroit Lions and Pistons, and also the Detroit Tigers. And I even plan on doing this year, covering some Detroit, Michigan, and Michigan State, some colleges.
Ooh.
But as well, but before I got this opportunity, Miss TK at the University of Memphis, she really put me on. Yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to Miss TK. She really put me on at Sports 56 in Memphis, because Andre Twin, bro, it was a long time for me looking for a job, because a lot of people don't tell people as soon as you graduate, you can have so many references and so many people who really speaking up for you, but a lot of times you still gonna get a no. And I know for sure I have had over 100 no's, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So my time is right now. So is Andre. Your time is coming as well. But it's been a lot of no's, and I just want everybody to understand, as a young journalist and a young broadcaster, even if you're not even in broadcasting, just regular life, there are gonna be a lot of no's, and you just got to know what you want to do. And I'm very faith driven, and so is Paige and Andre. So you keep God first and keep pushing and keep working, and things always work out.
Yeah, you got 100 no's, but that yes was big.
Oh,
that yes was big.
That yes too big.
I'm so proud of Detroit. Seems so fun. It seems so fun, and it's the first all Black sports radio station in the country, not just in Detroit, but the country, and it's really
country. And that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? To just be a part of history, like to be a part of that. Especially coming from where I'm from, a lot of people up here tell me they never even met somebody from Mississippi. Well, you have now.
Oh wow!
It's very interesting just being up here. It's really cool because everybody know I'm from the South, so I stand out and I put on for the South. I always stand up for it. You feel me? Especially when it comes to the food. They food ain't our food. You feel me? They need some more seasoning and all that.
Oh no!
Got chicken in there, boy. Need some hot sauce, Louisiana. That's what we need.
What's going on with the hot sauce up there? You keep talking about the hot sauce. Do they have hot sauce up there? Is there no hot sauce?
Paige, the hot sauce up here ain't cutting it. That's plain and simple. They got something called Big Red. What is that? I can't do nothing with that. Big Red?
So I'm a Southerner, but I don't eat hot sauce. I don't know anything about that.
Hey, that's one of the many things we need to talk about, man.
Exactly.
That's that and the Kool-Aid.
Well, you got to give her credit. She tried the Kool-Aid.
The Kool-Aid.
Remember?
Remember?
Oh yeah, you did.
And it was good. I've had the Kool-Aid.
But how long
Hot
did it take you to
sauce?
get that?
I don't eat that. My mama will put hot sauce on chicken and fish, and I'm just like, why do you need to do that? I don't understand. It already has flavor.
Paige, you need that flavor on your chicken now.
I
Exactly.
eat hot flavor on my chicken,
It's not hot though.
but it's called hot sauce, right?
But it ain't like it's
a
gonna
little
burn your
spicy.
tongue.
It's a little spicy, Paige.
It's got a little kick to it, but you'll be all right.
So I think I've seen Louisiana and Texas Pete as the most popular.
Hey, I promise you, I will flash that. They didn't have Louisiana. I said, that's cool. That's cool, but that's my favorite hot sauce. I said, y'all don't got no Texas Pete? Oh, no. Bro. Hey, we need to fix some things up here.
You know what? And speaking of, I'm moving to Vegas, so I don't have no problem with the Vegas food. I love the food down there, but where would y'all move? You know, because I'm sure like moving to places like New York, the food is different. California. Have y'all ever been to like a state where the food was just nasty? I've never experienced just nasty food in another state.
Not yet. I haven't experienced it yet, though. I hope I never do. The food over here just need a little more season.
So it's not bad. It just needs.
No, it's not bad.
What have you had so far that's like native to
Paige, I ain't gonna lie. I've been cooking a lot of stuff myself. See, I don't trust everybody cooking now. They talking about
There you go.
barbecue and stuff like that. It ain't gonna taste right.
They came Memphis or Texas barbecue probably.
No, it's not. They talking about the ribs is good. I like, come on, dog. Come on. What are we talking about? They even told me though. They said, hey Johnny, I know you down south. I know our barbecue can't compare, but you still need to try it, bro. I have a little nibble, but I ain't gonna eat too much.
Okay, don't get mad at me again, but like barbecue, I love barbecue, okay? Don't get me wrong, I love barbecue. But I'm going like Memphis wings over Memphis barbecue. Like I would prefer to have like the wings before barbecue. That's just me though.
I like the wings though. The wings are
good.
Like that's a good thing to talk about. Man, I might go with you now. Like they wings are really good. Like I don't eat a lot of pork anyway. You know what I'm saying? But like their wings are really good though.
Have you haven't had any wings in Detroit?
No. I'm very particular now. Hey. Hey, like they say, Paige, you can't eat everybody cooking now.
Mm-hmm.
They do be saying that.
Hey, I cook my own wings. I make my own wings and things.
Wings and things.
I feel like with food, because Vegas, I knew I wanted to move to Vegas because I love Mexican food. So like that I could eat that all day, every day. I feel like I'm gonna burn myself out of it when I get up there. But what is y'all's favorite, other than soul food? Don't name soul food. Is there any other like culture food that y'all like?
Chinese and Italian for me.
Italian is really, really good.
I like Chinese food. I gotta be in the mood for Mexican food, though.
Yeah. I like to make more homemade Mexican food versus like going and getting it. So.
Now that's true. I can agree with that. I also really like, funny story, I went to Jamaica when I was 15 years old and I had a hamburger because I didn't want to try the Jamaican food because I used to be a picky eater. I used to be a really picky eater. Coming back, like I tried this Jamaican food truck maybe like a year ago and it was really, really good. So I feel like Jamaican food, when I go back, I want to try it. I have to try it.
Yeah, I really want to try what's that food? Indian food?
Oh, me too. Yeah.
They say they got some up here, so I might try that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We know how it goes.
How do it go?
Yeah.
How do it go? Somebody tell me.
I said, let me know how it goes.
Oh, I was about to say, ooh. I've heard it's really spicy though. I've heard it's really spicy and I don't like spicy food at all. So
I mean, of course you don't. You don't eat hot sauce.
Hey.
I'm just playing.
Y'all get at y'all every time I'm at Andre's house or we're on the phone, they're getting on me about what I haven't watched or what I haven't eaten. And
I don't get on you about
don't
what you
do.
don't watch.
You a young whippersnapper now, so we just try to inform you.
Well, I'm not 80 like you, so of course I
Oh,
haven't.
my fault. I'm not 10 years old.
Dang.
Talking about she haven't had no hot sauce. You need to grow up.
I just
Haven't drank Kool-Aid.
Why you do things like that?
I was really disappointed in you, bro. I really was. I said, "Oh my goodness, Paige, you haven't drank Kool-Aid before." Don't say that out loud. Do not.
that doesn't matter. Just because I don't drink Kool-Aid and I was gonna say something else, but I don't have nope. Just because I don't drink Kool-Aid doesn't mean that I'm not.
I didn't say that. I'm not gonna go where you
I
go.
mean, in some communities, that could get your black card revoked. I'm not gonna lie, but
Okay, but like, who cares about that? You know? Okay, to be fair, I feel like I've told people like when I was young, I never really when I ate fast food, it was either Chick-fil-A or Backyard Burger. That was it. I didn't have McDonald's till I was maybe 16, 17 years old, maybe I think. I think it was real late. Um so I feel like it's just I was real sheltered when I was young and I was also picky. I was allowed for the most part when I was with my grandmother, not when I was with my mama. I was eating what she cooked. But when I was with certain people, I was allowed to say no to food. And I know a lot of young Black kids didn't grow up like that. They didn't grow up getting to say what they wanted to eat and what they didn't want to eat.
I'm sorry, but I'm saying no to some chitlins. I ain't eating that. I'm sorry.
Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You can yell, fuss all you want. I'm not eating.
Let me tell you something now. Hey, if the chitlins on that stove, you better eat it now. Get you a bowl.
The devil
Let's
is a
not
lie.
get on to you. Let's start with you. Please don't make me start with you.
Oh,
About what? Hey, first of all, we supposed to be talking about some other stuff, bro.
You know what? We never let Andre give his description on his after grad.
We talk about chitlin, and Andre talk about.
I just had to say it. I'm sorry. I will refuse to eat it. I don't care.
But they're not good. You're absolutely right. They're
the smell and the way they look, and not enough hot sauce in the world to make me eat. So, would you like me to introduce myself now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Andre. I graduated with Johnny in May of 2023. I'm a broadcast journalist as well. My focus is in news and lifestyle, community, kind of positive, upbeat things. Since graduating, like Johnny said, I've had many no's. I think the pandemic is what really messed up what we, had planned and some of the things that we were trying to do. So right now I'm just freelancing rather. I'm working for myself. I do a podcast. And while I'm doing that, I've had a couple of offers, people calling and emailing, and I actually have a big opportunity to go to New York and work for a big talent. Won't say the name yet because it hasn't been completely confirmed, but when it is, you all will hear it as soon as it happens. So yeah, just navigating my way through this industry. I love it. So
what got you guys into journalism? Because both of y'all are like really passionate. That was the first thing I learned about y'all was before I even knew y'all's names, I knew Johnny and Andre, they love this. That's all I knew. So what got the both of y'all into journalism? And then I'll go into what got me into it.
Julian?
What really got me into journalism was that I really always loved it, bro. Like I really truly have always loved it. Like even though I wasn't the best athlete, you know what I'm saying? I always loved the storytelling aspects of it. So like, but like it can be a little discouraging, because there's nobody really in my area. in Mississippi that really did it at the top tier level, you know, at the national level
Right.
for me to really see. So it can be a little discouraging sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But like I always was encouraged like to be a journalist and to be a broadcaster. Like I always wanted to do this. Like I always wanted to do this. Like I bet of course like you get told like you can't do certain things, but you can't let that affect you. But like I always wanted to do this since I know for sure like I had an idea of it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just talking about sports and different things like that from a young age. But then when I really got to junior college, I really didn't even know that there was a major for this. I didn't even know what it was called until one of my friends she told me about it and what was the actual name of it. And I said I'm going to do it. And once I realized that that's the same thing everybody else is doing, I said, "Oh yeah, I want to do it. I want to be it, and I want to be one of the best to do it."
For sure. Andre?
Okay. So for me, I am a people person. I like learning. I apologize if you can hear my dog in the background, but anyway.
We love Bella. We
So yeah, she's mad for some reason, but anyway. So I'm a people person. I've always loved getting to know people and their stories, you know, whether the good or the bad, and how they've overcome, you know, some of the obstacles that they've gone through in life. I've gone through some myself. And you know, the storytelling aspect is so important. I grew up in a house where the local and even the national news was on. So like I always knew what was happening, you know, in the world, whether I understood it or not. I always knew what was going on. And so finally I got to an age where I thought, you know what? I like talking to people, I like getting to know people, I like learning from people. Why not jump aboard and do this? And I fell in love with it. And at this point in my life, I just can't see myself doing anything else.
That is beautiful. I feel the same way, except for I knew I wanted to be a journalist in high school. When I was a freshman in high school and I lived in Oklahoma, I was a part of this club called the Journalism Club. Before I got into the club, I didn't know anything about journalism. I didn't know you could write for a living or talk for a living or do any of that and make money. But I knew I loved music and that I had a lot of knowledge of music. So I was like, okay, I like journalism, but how can I talk about music while doing this? So I didn't think that was possible at all. So when I first got to college, I just like shoved the music part away. It's like, there's no way I can talk about music. I have to talk about news or sports. TK, just one of the most amazing people that I've ever met in my life. It's like, no, you could be on the radio and you can talk about music for an hour and a half, 30 minutes. And that's when I realized that there were radio hosts across America, specifically Black radio hosts, who talked about music for a living and they made money off of it and they took their knowledge and they got paid. So that's where I got started. Plus, my parents are really heavy music lovers. So my dad I would be so annoyed. We would take 12-hour car drives and all he would talk about was music facts for like 6 hours of the whole 12. So I had no other choice but to know about music.
Hey Paige, that's really real though, because you made me even think about it like because a lot of times as a kid, like you really don't be understanding what be going on until later on.
Mm-mm.
Like because that similar thing happened to me when I was younger though. Like me and my older brother and my dad, we used to always talk sports and I'm young, like you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how you said that like you really like you getting coached for
Yeah,
young, you know what I'm
and not
saying?
even knowing.
You're not even knowing it. It's like it's crazy to see like you know so much information that it's like, dang, that's crazy. I really been already studying to do that before. Like
It's already
really
in you,
wild.
like the knowledge is already in you. And then I would watch, like, because I felt like music journalism wasn't real. Of course it's not female dominated, they're only like a sprinkle of them. And then the few that there that are, it's like Wendy Williams, right? They're not perceived in the most amazing light. So I just wanted to come into it differently. Like I just wanted to be super positive about it because I'm not messy.
There you go.
But
There you go.
I admire Wendy. I admire her, but I couldn't do what she does.
I'm with y'all though. I'm with y'all. I was the same way in like middle school. We had to do add a teacher in social studies who would make us every week we had to come back to class with the current event, where we found it from, who was the source, was the source credible, what did you learn? What questions would you have asked if you were, right there in front of the subject, manner. So yeah, you learn as you go along. And really, if you're really passionate about it, you can make it happen. You just have to work hard, of course, to make sure
I've
that it
seen
does
it.
happen.
I have seen it. Both of my parents got journalism degrees, but they didn't go into the field. So I think that's always an
Really?
interesting thing too. My dad, his bachelor's is in that, and so is my mom's, but they don't work in that field. So I feel like it was in me, the writing. I've always loved writing too. I don't ever since I was little, that's been my favorite thing to do. The first thing I ever wrote was like a book when I think I was like 10 years old. It's so corny now. But
But I
looking
did
back
it
at
too,
it,
though. I did it too.
but
So it's
looking
not
back
just
at it,
you.
it's cute. It's adorable. I always wonder like what my kids are gonna want to do. Because I used to look at my parents' jobs and be like, ugh, I can never do what my parents do. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I love journalism. I loved everybody that I met. The University of Memphis gave me a lot of experience, but sometimes you have to fly away.
Mhm.
It's necessary.
You
Hey,
going to Las Vegas, twin is in Detroit. I could be in New York around August or
Let me tell
September.
you something. If you go to New York, I'm gonna be there. Okay.
Come on.
Do you know? Like New York is my dream destination. That's where I want to live. Like I want to raise my children in New York. I say that all the time. Don't make that face.
Twin, again, it doesn't have to be in the city. It can be like in the
Yes, it's not
suburbs.
in the city of.
I know how expensive it is to live out there, but if you want to
Well,
do it,
Paige could have a
You
successful
want
career
to
and
have
be
10
fine.
children. I do not want to have 10
they
children.
want to say, don't do that. Hey, don't put my business out there. You don't know what's going on. Don't put my business out
Out
there.
the group chat
Saying
and put it on the show.
one kid is
Bruh,
I'm only desired to have 1-2 children.
bruh.
It's not
First
expensive
of
in
all,
New
don't
York.
put my business out there. You don't know how many kids I want. Over here saying that you don't know who can see this. Don't do that. This going in.
Could come back and haunt you, huh?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
so you want 10 kids, huh?
Hey, bruh. Hey, I'm not disclosing the information. I don't want no I don't know what the future holds. I don't think I want that though.
Well, we know you don't want a dog, so or any
we
animal
know he
in your
doesn't like
house.
animals. Call PETA.
I
I
mean,
was
as
just
long as
like,
long as he ain't abusing them, we ain't got to call Peter. Yeah, Peter be on your front porch
bruh,
picking it.
What's so
how did
funny
he,
about
how did
PETA?
he even get here, bruh? Wait,
I don't.
bruh, wait.
You know what? I thought about the not wanting dogs thing. And I was watching a video on TikTok about a lady who had like 6 puppies. She has 6 puppies because like dogs, they when they be going outside, they be handling their own business, come back pregnant. They ain't nothing you could do about that. And that's what happened with her puppy. Be
Huh?
so bad if my dog came back pregnant. And dogs are never pregnant with 1 or 2 puppies. It's always like 6 to 12. So I can see why people don't want dogs sometimes.
We nipped that in the bud when we first got my dog. She got the surgery, and then she's also an indoor dog, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're good. We were not gonna be raising 6 or 7
Mm-mm,
puppies, nothing like that.
mm-mm.
No.
But they're adorable and they're companions. Johnny, it would be so adorable if you just had a little dog running around the house.
No, it wouldn't. No.
This man don't even want a goldfish.
I never met nobody that didn't like pets. I just never met a human that did.
I don't need one.
Why? You don't get lonely?
No. What?
You
Me? I don't
can play
Oh,
with
why you look like that?
get lonely. No, I do not get lonely. I can be by myself. I'm not no long. I don't get lonely.
Oh, so you don't want to get married anymore?
Huh?
You said
I
you can
didn't
be
say
alone
that.
by
What are you
yourself.
talking about?
I'm
How
just
did you,
asking. You
how
said
did,
you can be alone by
how did you
yourself.
get that out of that
Like, do
statement?
you mean like you can be alone until like that happens, or do you
I'm
want
talking
to
about
be
right
alone?
here, right now, Andre. How did you get that from
I'm
that
sorry.
statement?
That's why I asked, so I wouldn't
Dang,
assume. That's
miscommunication.
why we ask
Yes.
this journal. We ask questions as journalists. I asked you
What
a
type of
question,
question was that? Read between
an honest
the
question. I wasn't coming at your character. I was just asking.
lines.
I want you to be happy, whether you get married or not, or don't
How
have a
you
dog or
say
not, or whatever. That's your choice, not mine.
that? How you gonna put words in my mouth? You
I
don't want to
didn't.
get
I
married.
just asked a
When did I say
question.
that?
You were always quick to throw the putting words in your mouth. He just asked the question.
That's all. I just asked the question. I'm sorry if it
Is this?
offended you. I did not mean any harm. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Okay.
I'm not gonna entertain
We
you, bro.
did have a friend get married, so marriage is in the air. Okay, never know.
Back to what we were talking about. Bruh, like I thought we were about to talk about some good old beef stuff.
We are. We're about to get into the beefs. I just wanted to get into y'all's personal lives, I guess, first.
Oh,
Like,
thank you, Paige. You know what? Thank you, Paige, for getting in my personal life.
what do Wendy Williams be saying? What is it? How you doing? Is that what she said?
Hey, there you go.
I'm being messy.
You just
Anyway.
did the little hand
Yo,
thing.
you're wild, too.
I know, Johnny, you like rap music. Some of the songs you post, I'd be like, I don't like that song. But I like that you love
From
rap
the
music.
person who like New York drill
Okay, yeah, don't make me mad.
and Chicago drill,
You don't like Chicago?
like
New
Chicago
York.
drill is okay, but like, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, King Von, Lil Durk.
I
That's
never
only.
said I like King Von, but I do think he is decent. I think he's decent. I'm a fan of like
About
I like Chief Keef and like old.
G Herbo.
I like Herbo.
He. But like some of the Chicago drill, you be posing. I don't know who that is. Then
It's
you be
not usually it's New York drill, and that's why people don't know because it's usually like New York drill, and a lot of people don't like New York drill because y'all are haters, and that's the
that
problem.
stuff ain't good.
But it is good though.
You listen to some gospel. Look at how she looking, bro.
Just because
Wow.
you don't like to see black men shining and writing music and making hits, they don't got nothing to do with me. They creating another outlet to get themselves out of their situation and making money. I cannot hate on a black man for doing that.
Bro, I'm never gonna do this on your show because I see what you're trying to do, bro.
I'm not trying to do anything. That's the thing. I'm not trying to do anything.
I'm not gonna entertain what you're doing. Keep going.
That's what I was saying before, because you was the one who started it. I want to know your favorite rappers, Johnny. Like, who do you usually listen to? The rappers that you usually listen to.
On a regular?
Mm-hmm. Is it Lil Baby?
Man, Lil Baby disappointed me, bro. Like, I hear he need to put out some stuff, bro. Cause this ain't cutting it.
You don't like what he just did with Central C? What's that song?
That was okay.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't my turn, Lil Baby.
But you know what?
2020 Lil Baby was the best. Like
2018 to 2020 was great.
Like that 2020 Lil Baby was different. But
you know,
all my rappers I listen to is disappointing me this year. Lil Baby, J. Cole.
Not Jermaine.
Cole.
You know what Jermaine did. You know what Jermaine did.
Don't do Cole though.
Let's just talk about how he
lighten up on Cole. Bro.
I've never in history have seen somebody renege a diss before.
Never in
history.
Bro, you gotta think, bro. Everybody want to talk about J. Cole. He's a peaceful guy.
So why did he even make the diss?
He just wanted to show people he still got it.
But we would have known that anyways, right?
No, some people like you will forget.
Who is me?
You.
I don't forget. I'm just okay. To be fair, I'm not a big fan of J. Cole. I admire him.
Why not?
I admire.
You know, Twin finna go off.
I admire him because he was the first out of the big three to get a Beyonce feature. He got the song with Beyonce first, I believe. And I'm a Beyonce fan, so don't say nothing disrespectful. But I am more of a fan of Drake. I just my childhood or like my teenagehood is just attached to like Views and Controller and Hotline Bling and all those like really like the good songs in my life. I'm a Kendrick fan. I like Kendrick, but if we're talking about hit maker, I'm probably gonna play Drake before I play anybody else. I like J. Cole though. What's that one album, 2014, Forest Hill Drive? That's cool.
That's a classic. What are you talking about?
Classic is a reach.
No. There's no skips on that album. Like, what are we talking about? 2014? There's no skips, bro.
So we're calling that a classic? Like, just
that's a classic.
From somebody who is not a J. Cole fan, is that like Drake's Take Care? Like Kendrick's
Bro, even Take Care. Okay, Take Care was okay though. Like, bro, like, what are we talking about?
Repeat
like,
yourself?
It was okay to me, bro. It was okay.
As a Drake fan who is not a huge fan of Take Care, I'll take that. But Drake has classics. I think Drake.
I won't say you don't got classics, but I'm just saying, like, you could have named something else instead of Take Care. Like,
what else could I have named though? Thank me later. Thank me now. That very first one, or Views. What else other than Take Care do we view as classic?
I think about it, Paige. That's probably all you can.
Yeah, I can't. It's just Take Care. But think about it.
What Take Care wasn't even like.
Take Care has Marvin's Room. That's why people like it so much.
Yeah,
it has Marvin's Room on it. And then Kendrick, I'm assuming his classic is Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes,
Are you not a Kendrick fan?
Kendrick is cold, but like, one thing I respect about Drake over J. Cole and Kendrick is at least Drake is consistent, fool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you won't hear from Cole and Kendrick for years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I do respect about Drake. Like, he's consistent. You will hear from him next year. We already heard from him this year. You know, he need to take a little break. But like, next year you're gonna hear from Drake.
Oh yeah, he's talking about in the summer.
We might not hear from Kendrick and Cole for the next 3-4 years.
But you know, it could be argued that is quality over quantity. Like back in the 1980s, artists would take 5 years before they would come out with a new album. Now I feel like Drake is just so used to making hits that he cannot stop. He cannot stop dropping music. Like technically,
I can see that. I can see that.
Doing this stuff with Sexy Red, like he's used to this. He cannot stop making hits. That's just something he knows how to do. And I think Kendrick and Cole know that they're never going to make as many hits as Drake, but they'll have good albums. Because I really like Kendrick's last album, Mr. Morale and The Big Steppers.
You didn't like it?
I wasn't a fan. No.
He like mm-hmm. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I tell you not. These last couple of singles he been doing, dissing Drake, that's been his best quality of work I've seen in a long time, bro.
I mean, let's see when was the last album that was before what was it, Damn? It was that one album with Loyalty and DNA and all that on there. That was what, 2016. So y'all like the Kendrick disses? You thought Kendrick won?
Yeah. He won because that last joint that Drake did, you know it just like I know it, Paige. That wasn't cutting it. That last thing Drake put out.
Nope, it was.
What was the name of Paige?
Let's see. He deleted it off. He deleted it, so I have to go all the way to Apple Music to figure it out. It's not Family Matters.
It's the last one, and he tried to make it seem like he set all this up.
I feel like it was The Hard Part 6. I think that's what it was.
That's what it was called.
Yeah,
but that wasn't.
It doesn't show up on his singles anymore. Like it doesn't show up anymore on any.
That's why.
It wasn't.
Get it gone.
But Family Matters was good.
Oh, he cut up on that.
Family Matters was good. I was like, okay, this is the
Cut
Drake
up.
I know. This is the Meek Mill Drake that I know. This is back to back.
You said
But
Meek Mill Drake, okay.
after that, and then when Kendrick got a #1 off of a Drake diss with Not Like Us, there was no way. There was no way Drake was ever gonna.
Hey, I don't even think this is a hot take, but that's a song of the summer, bro.
For sure.
That's a song of the summer.
I like Kendrick. I like Kendrick a lot. I'm just now getting into hip hop because I wasn't really a big fan years back. I do like Lil Baby. I did like My Turn. I thought that was one of the best albums that year that it came out that year.
I thought he was gonna win a Grammy for that, but
I did. I was like, if this doesn't win a Grammy,
I thought, especially for what was it called? It's Not Like Black and White. You know what I'm talking about? The Bigger Picture.
Yeah.
The Bigger Picture. I thought he was going for sure win a Grammy for The Bigger Picture because of the time and all that.
The timeline of it all. I thought that was a really good album. You're kind of right. He kind of has declined since then, but it's hard. It's hard when you drop a really good album. And then it was like 2020. We were all in the house. We were listening to a lot of music at the time. That's all we could do. I remember when.
I ain't gonna lie. There's no skips on My Turn to me. I don't care what anybody say. There's no skips. I listen to that whole jank. There's no skips. I can listen to My Turn. I can listen to it. The thing is, it's like 2020, Lil Baby was just hot the whole year, bro. Like, even his features was good. Like, he was featured on everybody. Like, but at what year did he drop that other one after My Turn? Page. Let me look quick.
I'm on Lil Baby. Let's see what it says.
The one, I think it was 2022 or 21.
Oh, okay. So it goes My Turn, and then he dropped that mixtape, that album with Dirt, and that's when it kind of went downhill for me.
Yeah, he dropped that thing with Dirt,
and nobody liked it, and I don't remember people liking it.
I wasn't feeling that, and then he dropped the other album, right? And I think that was in 2021 or 2.
It was 2. It was 2022.
But I wasn't even feeling that.
But you know what? The style of it is very similar to My Turn. Like the cover is really similar to My Turn. So
it is. What was the name of that album?
It's called It's Only Me.
Yes, It's Only Me.
I like the cover though, because it's got all of his eras up until now. But none of these songs on here do I remember, because it must not have been.
Paige, let me tell you something. It was only a couple songs that was good on there. Real Spill, Russian Roulette, but there was only a couple. I didn't mess with that Hey song at all.
Oh my God, no, that was horrible. Jeez.
Bro, hey, after that song right there, I like, bro, this isn't cutting it, fool. This is not cutting it.
I'm looking at My Turn. I remember We Paid like it was yesterday. That had the internet, and because I haven't heard anything from 42 Dugg. I didn't really listen to him much.
Anyway. I haven't heard him since.
But I liked them. I liked him on that song. I remember Something to Prove. I remember that. I remember Whoa. I remember Emotionally. This is a good album. You're right.
There are no skips on there. I'm telling you, but the baby fell. I don't know.
Don't say he fell off.
I'm not saying that, but he close. He need to get up.
He got one more chance. You know, Roddy Ricch did the same thing. Remember, 2019 was his year with The Box and that whole album. And then after that, we didn't hear nothing else from him.
Be real. How people rise and fall so quick. Is there something wrong with the music or the listener?
I mean, it could be the music. Look at what happened to Sean Kingston, for example. He had to he's renting his home. Now he's in legal trouble. Talk about he got new music coming out and stuff. And then he owns stuff that he not renting anything, but you renting your own home.
I'm talking, yeah. I see what
I mean, that's just an example.
But I see what you're saying. But I was also talking about, like, is it because this generation is so, like, so quick, you know what I'm saying? You gotta catch their attention so fast.
That too.
Or is it like they're not just putting good quality music out?
I feel like
I
it could be a
think,
mixture of
yeah,
both,
I think
honestly.
it's a lot of things. I think it's like when, especially for like music, it's like if you don't drop something that's exactly like the last one, I don't want to hear it. That's what I think a
Hey,
lot of our generation is. If it, there's no such thing as like artist evolution anymore because we want to hear the same thing that got you famous. Like imagine if Beyonce was still making music like Crazy in Love. People would call her repetitive. They would call her
yeah,
redundant. But now it's like we don't want to see you elevate, which is why I don't always like the term fall off because sometimes it's just you can tell when our generation is being really picky with how we listen to music, like especially now with the
okay.
age of TikTok. You can get a hit song off of TikTok and then we will never hear from that artist again. Coi Leray had a hit off of TikTok and really never did anything after that. Then there's success stories like Doja Cat. Doja Cat got that hit off TikTok and her career soared. So I really just, I don't know what it is. I want to say it's like the industry chooses who they want to promote and whose music gets to boost and whose doesn't. That's what it feels like. Because I remember Lil Baby was here at one point. So is Da Baby, but he did that to himself. Lil Baby was
And
like
I'm gonna talk about that.
on top at one point, and now people consider him falling off. So I don't know. It's hard.
And it is kind of disappointing to see people say he fell off because what I tell you, I would listen to Lil Baby for so long, even in JUCO, the old Lil Baby before the dreads, the nappy headed fro Lil
You
Baby.
was listening to Baby in 2019, 2017?
Yeah, like I would listen to Lil Baby for a minute. I listened to Drip Too Hard.
Yeah, that was good. That was
The
good.
first thing he dropped. What was that album, bro? Like when he had his son on it on the cover.
I
I forgot.
remember which one you're talking about. I just don't remember the name.
I would listen to Lil Baby now for the longest, and then just to see that he quote unquote fell off was crazy.
Yeah, because I don't usually like to
Yeah, I
say
would listen to Harder Than Hard, Harder Than Ever. I listen to all that, bro.
I hate to say fell off. I hate to
Too
say fell off.
Hard.
Oh, that was good. What
Yeah,
put Baby on was the Drake feature. What was the Drake song he did? He did a song with Drake, and
it
I
was
remember
like
hearing Baby everywhere.
the
Same thing
baby.
with the Migos. Do y'all?
It was Yes Indeed. It was Yes Indeed.
Yeah, sure was. Do y'all like the Migos? Y'all like Migos? Or did
Cool
y'all
with
at one
Migos.
point?
Hey,
I'm cool with it.
Migos. Yeah, I used to like the Migos. Well, I like them, but it's like they broken up. They're not the Migos no more. It's like just Offset and Quavo.
And they're not cool as far as I know. They don't make any music.
That's sad to be family and not cool, bro.
It is. It, you know, I think death can take a huge toll on you. Like experiencing death can do a lot, but you would think that would bring y'all together. Now, I understand not dropping any more music because he's not there. Like I get that. I totally understand that. Like it's not complete without him, but beefing is, I'm tired of the beefs.
But you know, they talking about they fell out over a girl and stuff like that.
Ain't that the Kendrick beef started or how like it
Oh,
was 20 v
a lot,
1 or
a lot of stuff start over a girl. Let's
That's
think
so
about this
sad.
now.
maybe maybe it wasn't the
But I
Kendrick.
think I don't think family should fall out over a girl though. Like
Exactly.
I would think your friends should fall out over a girl if they're your friends. You know,
Me and you ain't falling out over no girl.
they're
We
gonna
can do
slide and
that.
slide to him.
Exactly.
Oh.
Like that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh wow.
But
So
yeah,
if you had to choose, if you had to take one and all of their music away, are we going? Who are you choosing, Drake or Kendrick? Who's staying? If you say one, the other, all their music goes away. I already know who I'm saying. I just
I
Mhm.
listen to Drake more though than Kendrick, so I'll probably pick Drake.
That's what I was gonna pick.
Kendrick
Drake.
just, bro,
it's
like
very
some of his rap, you like it just, I don't know.
Kendrick for a long time, and I hate to say this, I always thought he was like you keep trying to make this pro-black music. Like I just make some hits. Like I used to always say, just make some hits. I understand what your brand is, but I'm not a fan. Do I think he can rap? Yes, I think he can rap, but it's just
He can rap so fast, you don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
When I tried to get my mama to listen to Not Like Us, she didn't know what he was saying.
Oh,
Ooh,
I think he actually slowed down rapping on that, to be honest.
it's
He
because
got to, because how you understand what he's saying?
you gotta rap slow on a disc because everybody gotta hear what you're saying.
Exactly.
I feel
Yeah,
like
that was crazy though.
that will go down in history as the greatest disc behind maybe Jay-Z and Nas. Because I feel like or like NWA and Ice Cube, that was a really good disc.
I think he won a Grammy off of Not Like Us. That's possible though.
I feel like he is. I feel like he's gonna submit the song for a Grammy.
I would.
Grammys. Do y'all think an artist not having a Grammy, like Nicki Minaj doesn't have a Grammy, neither does Snoop Dogg, Katy Perry doesn't have a Grammy. Y'all think that makes you less of an artist, not having that recognition from the Recording Academy?
No, I don't think it makes you less because like Snoop Dogg, he's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
He's iconic, bro. Especially in LA, he's an iconic figure. So like, no Grammy makes you. I think if you got a solid fan base, that's all that matters. And some of that stuff be politics, man. A lot of it be politics.
I do feel like that, and everybody that I like has a Grammy. So sometimes I can be a little biased because pretty much every artist that I like has a Grammy. But I blame Michael Jackson for why we value Grammy so much because he was the first to take 9 home. Like that never happened before.
I don't think it's gonna happen again.
I think the closest person was Bruno Mars. I think he was the closest to it. I think it was him, but
wasn't Beyonce close to it? Like
Beyonce, the only amount she's won 5 in one night. She's one of 3 Black women to win 5 in one night, but she's the most awarded Grammy winner of all time. Like she has the most of every other artist.
How many did Lauryn Hill win?
Lauryn Hill, it was 5 in one night too, I believe. Yeah, it was 5 in one night. I have an unpopular opinion about Lauryn Hill, but I'm gonna say that for
later. I heard some stuff about like what?
See, I will say before you say it, I mean, some people have been getting on Lauryn Hill because not to plug here, but she appeared on a daytime show with the cast of what they call it, Sister Act. And she was supposed to be one of the guests.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, according to sources, she was running behind. And when she got there, the show had already ended. And they were kind of like slick, mad with her. They said, what's the point of showing up if you're going to be late? It's a live show. And we told you what time to be here.
That's ridiculous. Well, I don't have the unpopular opinion about Lauryn because she's late to literally everything. My popular opinion is that there needs to be a study done on why people love her so much, and she only has one solo album. As a music lover, I am not going to be a fan of somebody with one solo album because the point of being an artist is a really good debut, and then you come back with a sophomore album that proves to us that you can do it again, right? You don't have nothing else to talk about. You didn't have anything else to say. You eat off one album for 20 years and I'm expected to just like, no, I don't.
Well, in Lauryn's defense, she might say, I did all this off one. What else I got to prove?
That's boring though.
How many?
I don't feel like that makes you I don't feel like that makes you a legend.
But to be real, that really makes her, bro, it makes her look different in the eye though, but different in a good way though. Like it makes her like, oh, so she did it one time, like
one album wonder. Yep.
So like, but everybody's legacy different, like, and she want to be remembered for one album.
She supposedly got a second album dropping, but nobody cares.
Ooh.
I don't care. Lauryn Hill.
If I'm Lauryn Hill, I'm not dropping nothing.
That's the thing. We don't care.
I wouldn't drop nothing else because did you not see all the people who keep voting her top tier? Come on now.
There needs to be a
top
study.
Tier over Michael Jackson is crazy. Over Thriller, that's insane.
Don't even get me started on that. I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad.
That's crazy work. Like what? Over Thriller? Come on, bro. What are we talking about?
Do you know? Okay, I'm gonna go over the top 100 again.
And how many Grammys Thriller won? 9?
9. It might have been like 11 nominations though, also.
Yes, it was 11 though, Paige, but he won 9. Like, what are we talking about?
And then what's crazy is I feel like they rated, like they said that she has the #1 greatest album of all time. That's what they're claiming, right? I feel like they did that to be different.
They did that to talk down on MJ. Then they want to have him at number 2. What?
But you know what's so crazy? Okay, the top 5 is Lauryn Hill, Thriller by Michael Jackson, Abbey Road by the Beatles. I understand why the Beatles are deemed as the greatest of all time. Then there's Purple Rain by Prince. There's Blonde by Frank Ocean. They put Frank Ocean over Stevie Wonder.
They did this for reactions, bro.
Never in my life seen anybody put Frank Ocean over Stevie Wonder. Like, Stevie Wonder is looked at as one of the greatest songwriters and producers of all time.
Not against Lauryn Hill, but why is she over MJ, bro?
Why is she over any?
Somebody need to be drug tested after that, bro.
Like, not drug tested.
Like, there's so much going on this list. Like it's almost...
Nothing against Lauryn Hill though, but like over Michael Jackson, come on, bro. What are we talking
about? They put SOS by SZA over Mary J. Blige.
See, this is my thing too. Today's generation, I was talking to somebody who was 17, and we were talking about music. And I was like, he was like, well, name some legends. And I was like, well, when I think of legends, I think about people like Mary J. Blige, like if you want to go back further than that, like Aretha, Patty, Gladys. She was like, who is that? I'm talking about Doja Cat and Billie Eilish. I was like, they are not legends. They are just getting started in their careers. Like, what are you talking about? Talking about, yes, they are. They are the GOATs. I was like, you know what?
Bro, they talking about freaking SZA and Mary J. Come on, bro.
I was like, you don't do that.
Like, what we
I don't.
And I know disrespect to SZA, bro. But
exactly.
Like,
she cannot. She can't sing, though.
Huh?
She's not a vocalist. Not in the way Mary J. Blige.
Bro, she's not like. That's what I'm talking about. Like, she's not like Mary J. though. It's like it's levels to this. I'm not even trying to say it like this,
no,
but
you're right though.
Like, what are we talking about? What type of conversation is this, bro? They did that for the young folk now.
That's what I think it is. The way our generation feels about Lauryn Hill, and I think people really have like an attachment to all the pain she was going through in that album, like the heartbreak and all that kind of stuff. I think they're attached to the message. It's not, it's weird because I feel like that's the same way people feel about Thriller. Nobody had ever seen anything like that when Thriller came out. My mama talks about the first time she saw him moonwalk on the award show, the first time she saw the Thriller music video. Lauryn Hill didn't do any of that. I'm just confused.
Bro, even a creative mind, right? When have you last seen a creative mind like Michael Jackson in music?
Never in history. And if I do give a comparison, nobody agrees with me.
Who?
I'm not gonna give the comparison.
Who?
Go ahead. Don't be shy.
I believe that if there is a Michael Jackson of this time, nobody will ever be like Michael Jackson. But if there is a comparison on performance value and artistic ability, I think it's Beyonce. And I know nobody's gonna agree with me on that. But
she can perform, but
I just as I've listened to all of her albums, and she will never be. She wouldn't even say she's like Michael Jackson. I don't think anybody would ever say that.
She's up there though.
I still think Beyonce is a legend. I think Beyonce is a legend. I think
she's on that legend status though.
I don't think if I compared her, well, maybe I'm not a fan of Janet Jackson either though. I think Janet Jackson can perform.
Oh, you're not a fan of Janet?
You don't like Janet?
Dang,
when I say I'm not a fan of somebody, it means that I don't listen to them a lot. I acknowledge what Janet has done for her generation, but I don't play her music a lot. Like, it's something about her music that I don't really like past Control. Just like, who else could I say that about? Britney Spears. I like Britney Spears, but I'm not a fan of her. Like, she doesn't have albums that I like. Y'all know who I like. Drill rap. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not lying.
Y'all the R&B artists that I like for the most part. Maybe one.
You don't even mess with Alicia like how you say.
Oh, I told my dad that. He said Paige and broke my heart.
Do you want to start a war?
Bruh, Paige,
Play about Alicia Keys. I don't.
how you,
I don't
bro?
play about Alicia Keys.
I was hyping up Alicia Keys and you threw it down.
Do I?
I was talking about her singing ability. You act like Alicia
I feel
Keys.
like we have to be realistic though. If we're talking about the greatest singers of all time, we are not putting Alicia Keys in that category. She can sing. She cannot sing like her counterparts, like Beyonce.
Let's just list her generation, right? So she not top 5 in her generation.
Yes, she is. She is top 5 of her generation. She's top 5, not 3, 4, or 5. She's top 5. Please believe me. I think.
Okay, so she's not number 1, right? In her generation, right?
If we're talking about like talent, I probably will put her at number 1 because she writes and produces her own music. And
we're talking about the vocals, twin.
But if we're talking about vocals, no, it's Beyonce.
Then who's next?
Dang, it really wasn't no vote. Let's see. Because I don't know if I put Alicia at 2 of the 2000s either. Because I wouldn't put Janet number 2 either. Maybe Ashanti. I think Ashanti can sing. So yeah, like she can sing a little bit better than Alicia Keys.
Who else in the 2000s? Keisha Cole. Who else was there?
Nope. She's not even.
I was just naming folks. I want to see what you thought. Dang, Keisha Cole like that.
The 2000s prioritized. Okay, this is gonna sound bad. Like 2000s female R&B artists were not blowers like the 1980s. Like you know how you have Whitney and Aretha and Mariah.
That's levels. That's why I talk about levels, bro.
So we've never seen anything because it shocks me that Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey were both making hits at the same time. We will never have anything like that ever again from a vocal standpoint. So I feel like Beyonce is still the top vocalist of the 2000s, even still. I do like Ashanti a lot. Keisha Cole is not. Jennifer Hudson is good. Fantasia is good. So I feel like all those 3 for me sing better than Alicia. I'm not saying that Alicia Keys can't sing. I'm saying she's not a vocalist. Because me and Devin will argue about this every now and then. Because I don't really think Ciara can sing that well. I think Ciara is like the real talent with her is how well she can perform.
Like especially the dancing. She top tier for dancing though.
How do y'all feel about Rihanna?
I mess with Rihanna.
I don't know, bro.
I mess
with. Yeah.
Like what age? What year she came out?
I think her first album, Music of the Sun, because that was a dance hall album. It was 2005. She technically came out around the same time as Beyonce and Alicia, like solo Beyonce. She's not a vocalist either, though.
She's not. You think she better than Alicia singing?
No, not at that time. Rihanna's voice wasn't topping Alicia's voice in 2005. No. But I do like Rihanna, but I think we've always focused on how Rihanna looked more or less how she sang and how she performed.
You got a couple songs, but
she does. She has a few songs. She's like a real hit maker. Like I think she's a real hit maker. I like Rihanna. I like her clothing line. It's really cute. I bought some of it. She got the hair care line coming out. I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not buying nothing else from any other celebrity. Y'all already millionaires. Other than that, I think that's it. Like for 2000s. What about the male singers of 2000s? Like Mario. I don't really like Mario. And
P. Chris Brown.
Yeah. Chris Brown might have a number 1 spot. If we like for a vote.
I ain't gonna even say it like this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, was messing with CB. Breezy.
I was a Lloyd fan. I was a Lloyd fan.
Lloyd underrated though.
He is so underrated, but he can. I've always been a Lloyd fan, and then Omarion. I've never really been an Omarion fan.
I don't know, bro. Usher gotta be 2 though.
Yes.
Okay, well, why isn't Usher 1? Because technically Usher came first.
Huh?
Technically Usher came first.
Yeah, messing with CB.
You really think that?
Yeah, messing with Chris Brown.
I gotta disagree with you, Twin. I gotta disagree with you. I would say Usher.
I ain't gonna lie.
Disrespect Usher like that.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, if Chris Brown never got into that incident, man, we'll look at him completely different.
You know, I agree with you on so many levels because that really did hurt his career, and he was never able to bounce back from it. It was hard, like, and I'm
come on. When was the last time y'all seen Chris Brown debuted it like at what age? 15, 16?
Yeah, he was young.
A 16-year-old can dance like that. You know what I'm saying?
Usher came out that young with My Way.
No, bro. Just look at the age. What they were doing at the same age, I ain't gonna say it like that.
So
Chris Brown doing backflips and triple flips, bro? No, bro. So Usher wasn't messing with that boy at that age. I ain't gonna lie. If they the same age, I'm not going for that. They ain't, no, bro. No.
But is he comparable to an 8-year-old Michael Jackson?
No, nobody. No, that's just a different animal right there. That's what I'm saying. Levels.
I was hoping you wasn't finna go there, but I think from a hit maker perspective, Usher has made better records, like better songs, like Confessions as an album. That's a classic. I've never heard anybody say Chris Brown got a classic album. Never heard anybody say that, and that's just what I have observed. I'm not saying he doesn't.
I would agree though. I would agree. I don't see no classic though.
Yeah, maybe in 20 years.
I'm just talking about strictly talent though. I'm talking talent. I'm not talking about body of work.
So let's see. That's
talent. Chris Brown better, but like we're talking about body of work.
Do y'all think Chris Brown could headline the Super Bowl like Usher did?
Huh?
Do y'all think Chris Brown could do the Super Bowl like Usher did?
No, he don't have. No, his image is messed up. I
was gonna say, yeah, that's so hard.
His image.
I think he has the songs to do it because I think you only need like 6 songs max to perform. You don't need a whole.
But you know, just like me, his image is too messed up, and then they're gonna want some of the older songs.
Oh yeah, they're gonna want old Chris Brown. They're gonna want like
they ain't gonna want what Chris Brown got now.
And I don't think who was it? It was either Kanye or Jay-Z who said, like, you know, a lot of people get on Kanye because his music does not sound like it used to 20 years ago. The concept that, you know, Kanye doesn't perform his old songs because he's like, if you want my old albums, go listen to the old albums. How do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like when an artist does a concert, they should perform their whole discography, or should we just go to listen to that one current album?
I want to hear the hits. I'm sorry.
I agree with
you. I'm with you, bro.
I agree with you.
If your album just dropped, you know what we want.
Exactly.
Hey, especially if your album ain't hitting on that, play the classics.
Please.
Yes.
Like, that's what I remember. I went to a Chris Brown concert in 2019. One of the best concerts I ever been to. I will credit him for putting on a show. It was so good. I went to that concert so I could hear his old music. I had known nothing on that current album. I didn't know anything on the most recent album. I went for the old music.
Page Reason.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Now they're frozen. Y'all were frozen for a minute.
I was like, me and Twin are moving. It's you. But go ahead.
Well, I don't even remember what I was saying. I have a one-track mind.
You were talking about the Chris Brown concert.
Oh yeah, it was the best concert I've ever been to. What concerts have y'all been to?
I never really went to.
I must say I've never been to a concert.
Do y'all want to go? We need to go to a concert.
One day.
We need to go to a concert.
I mean, what concert do you want to go to?
I don't know. My most recent one was Alicia Keys, and I cried.
You cried.
Y'all want to know a funny story? I got free.
Go ahead.
I got free tickets to go see Alicia Keys my freshman year of college. The show was in Nashville, but she told us like 2 hours before. So we were like, we cannot make it to from here to Nashville for 2 hours. I cried my eyes out like so bad. My mom was like, you are doing all this over Alicia Keys? Like, it's not that serious.
You slandering her.
But I ended
What
up
a fan.
I ended up going and having the time of my life. Best time of my life. My first ever concert was Mindless Behavior.
Oh, I forgot about them, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all one last question. And I'm gonna disappear from the Zoom. Just kidding. What is a song that if y'all could take with you that describes your life right now? Like, what's a song that describes your life right
now? I don't know, Paige. That's a really great question. Matter of fact, you should end every episode. Some people. That's a great question. Mm-hmm. You go first, twin.
Why do I have to go first? Goodness gracious. Okay, ask the question again, please.
It was what song describes your life right now? Like how you feel or
oh, that's hard. See, oh my goodness. I feel like I've been put on the spot.
I like to do that.
I don't like that. I don't know. That's hard to choose.
It is because there's so many songs in the world. I can't.
Exactly.
I'm still thinking.
Whatever that song, I know what song, bro. Whatever song, what's that gospel song? They talk about this is your season for grace and favor.
Yes.
That's what my life is right now. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my goodness. I would say what do you call it? Oh goodness. See, I'm like you. I have so many I could choose.
Yeah, there's so many songs in my head.
Oh.
I got one though.
Go ahead. Let me think real quick.
Right now, I'm gonna go with "Party" by Andre 3000 and Beyonce because I feel like I'm having a lot of fun in my life right now.
That's good.
Come on.
Have your fun, little sister.
Okay, I'll say mine. This is by Mississippi Mass Choir. I Have No Doubt.
Why are everybody do gospel songs? Now y'all got me looking like I don't know.
Because they're inspiration. You can choose which one that's just what me and Twin are feeling.
Good, not gospel songs.
That's what I said. I gotta look though, cause
let me see something, little baby. Dream to Reality by Lil Baby.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I knew
that's another one, dog. Yeah.
So I have two. There's Man in the Mirror. I feel like that's kind of inspirational.
I've not thought of that.
Go with like Happy.
Yo,
Happy by Pharrell.
Mine too, though. Low key, Man in the Mirror.
A memory. That song just unlocked a memory. Oh my God.
So yeah, I say that Man in the Mirror and Pharrell's Happy. So.
Oh my God, I got so sick of Pharrell Happy.
I mean, I got tired of hearing the song, but I mean, it just describes it because I am genuinely happy, you know?
Well, that's all that matters. As long as as long as you're happy. That was a good song though. I liked it when it first came out.
Yeah, when it first came out. And they started replaying it over and over. That's enough.
That's what they do to all I think that another song I feel that way about is Empire State of Mind by Alicia Keys and Jay-Z. I don't really like that song right now. I heard it way too much when it first came out.
Is it like New York or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's like I heard what they call it. Rihanna's Umbrella. I kept hearing that all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. They used to play that one so much. Like,
oh my goodness.
That was like a theme song for some of the early 2000s.
And then
exactly.
Single Ladies by Beyonce. I ain't gonna lie, I like Single Ladies. I didn't like it then, but I like it now. Well, I don't like this Beyonce slander that I feel like has been going on. Every time I mention Beyonce, a face gets made. Yeah, don't ever try it.
She top tier.
She is. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun. This is the first episode I ever done.
Thank you for having us.
All the great commentary. Any last words? Any last things you want to say?
Be encouraged.
Paige, you got a great podcast. Keep going.
Yes, you do.
Thank you, Johnny. You have a great everything going on. I cannot wait till we're all famous and we're just all doing amazing in life. I just feel it coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Paige.